All right. Morning, Transcend. Morning, everybody. Excuse me. I just had a sneezing fit on my way into the bedroom. Let me set my alarm. It's going to be a short one this morning, and then I'll come back and continue. I got to go to the grocery store with Chris this morning, and we're going to go before the heat of the day. So they open at 7, so I'm going to stream for about 2 hours, and then it'll be about 6:30. Get ready, walk to the supermarket, buy our stuff right as they open, and then come back. So I should be back by 8. Well, actually, last week we went and bought groceries and then went and had breakfast, and then I'll probably do the same thing again. Probably go have breakfast together, and then I'll come back and start up again about 9 o'clock. Oh, I should go tell her too so that she doesn't cook breakfast. Hang on. Otherwise, she'll cook. Let's see here. Alarm before I forget. Did I sleep well? Yeah. Not enough. Never enough. So far, so good, Sherrard. Thanks. I would love I would love to just sleep in one day and see how far I sleep in. But I'm very reluctant because it's when I do that, it screws my whole schedule up for like the next week. Because then my body gets all like in shock. It's like, what did you do? You did what? God's Cure. I don't remember what quest I was working on after last night. Oh, I've seen. Yeah. No, there's a bunch of content creators. I think 6 or 8 content creators on I saw on Twitter X got the press package, and it was. They really only sent those to the big content creators, and those press packages were pretty cool, like with the binocular coffee maker and like the bag with the spice vials, and there was some cool shit, man, for sure. Perks of being a big streamer. Excuse me. I wonder if we shouldn't rob this. No one's upset that I robbed that? Okay then. She up top? up top for sure. I gotta remember how to get up there. Wow, this entry point has been one of my favorite looking. Like the Celtic design here with the knotwork on the stone, the pillars in the doorway. My coverage alone should warrant one. In a perfect world, yes, I think it would be cool. I did get, here's the problem though. As much as I would love to get cool shit, I don't have the storage space for it. So, because we have a small home and it's not air conditioned, I have nowhere to put stuff because it'll just get humidified and molded and like it just gets destroyed because we don't have air conditioning throughout the whole house. So I don't have like a protected area to house shit. So here's an example. I got sent a really cool bag from, it's right there. That bag. It's on top of that chair. That's for the cat. That's one of the cat chairs. Like this is the bag that Rebellion sent me for Atomfall. Like it's I have nowhere to put it. So I mean, it just sits here. It's this badass swag bag with a bunch of goodies inside of it, and it sits here in this chair because I have nowhere to put it with a cricket bat and everything. And yeah, just nowhere to put it. And it would, in a perfect world, like I would love to order collector's editions and have a cool shelf, and um, that's a future. If I get to that point, cool, but it's not something I lose sleep over. And I also have I'm a very strict. Let's just put it this way: I'm human, like everybody else, and it is really easy when you see people who are higher up in the food chain than you. It is really easy to get consumed by, oh, I wish I had that. Ugh, how come he gets that and I didn't? Ugh, man. It is way better to focus on, I want to get to that point. I'm going to use that as an inspiration tool. It is way better to look at it that way. But I'll admit, I will occasionally see shit where I'm like, man, I can't wait till I get there. While it's like it's but it's hard because sometimes I'll see something and be like, yeah, I've been working really hard. How come I didn't get, like those feelings certainly exist. I mean, it's definitely stuff that can creep up on you, but you got to be careful because if you let that shit get out of control, it'll rob you of your inspiration. It'll rob you of your motivation. You won't want to do anything. I've seen it happen to a ton of people. They get caught in that rut of like, well, I'm just not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. It's not working. And all you can really do is just put one foot in front of each other day in and day out, and just grind. Sorry guys, I'm having some snifflies. Um, Probably from the rain that happened 2 days ago, so everything's all stirred up right now. I'm actually gonna take an allergy pill actually while we're sitting here. I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just gonna pop one. I haven't taken one in a few months, but I'm feeling it this morning. So I woke up sneezing. I never had to take allergy pills before I moved here, and there's definitely stuff around here that sets me off. Not like bad, like I don't get the whole itchy eyes but I get the whole I start sneezing, and so I just take, what is it, Loratadine? Loratadine. I think it has a brand name in the U.S. I can't remember what it's called. Zyrtex or Xanax? No, not Xanax. Jesus. No, it's not Zyrtec. It's Claritin. Anyway, Loratadine is the clinical, just an allergy antihistamine thing. Yeah, hay fever. My brother lives in hay fever territory, and they both get hit. So, anyway, it's great to use those things as inspiration, but don't try to get wrapped up in it, because there's way too much shit to do, way too many games to play. I think my benefit, thankfully, I grew up, I have been fighting tooth and nail since I was 15 years old to survive in this world. And you don't get anywhere if you don't just buckle down and get shit done. So if there's one thing I'm good at in life, it's that I get shit done. I'm really good at, like, blinders. I'm really good at this right here, tunnel vision. I have a goal, and I will, to the point of, like, I can just ignore everything. And my only goal is retirement. Like, literally, that's my goal right now, is retirement. So I really don't give a shit about anything else. Like, that's the thing, is, like, swag bags are cool and everything else, but it's not money. Like, all I really care about is money. And that sounds greedy and capitalistic, but it's true. Because I'm older. And I don't trust the government to take care of me when I'm in my final years. So I have got to make sure that I have enough squirreled away so that Chris and I can, enjoy our final years without having to stress about a source of income. Because I see way too many people who are still working in their 60s and 70s because they have no other choice. They're bagging groceries at the grocery store, because they don't make enough money from pension. It's like, I do not want to be in that boat at all. The one benefit we have beyond everything else is that this place is completely paid for. So that if anything else ever were to go wrong, at the very least, we have a place to live that is completely paid for. Property taxes aren't that much every year. The water bill isn't that much every year. That's the one nice thing.
The forest whispered, the fire screamed, the bones agreed, and at last, here you are, just in time.
Just in time.
In my dreams, I hear the crack of seals and snapping bones. The horned god, cursed with pain and blood, tears at the bonds I used to bind him. The earth trembles with his fury. Can you feel it? Soon, he will break free. And then we shall pay for calling him with blood, not faith.
Can the Stagfather be stopped?
He cannot be healed. He will not forgive us. But I can try to keep him bound by will, by bone, and by blood. To do that, I need a fragment of his original self. The first trophy. The skull of the first stag ever hunted and offered in sacrifice to the horned
Yeah,
god.
I put a note
It will
on the
remind him of who
Well, hang
he
on a minute.
once was. Bind his essence to the first offering, one made out of reverence, not fear. It may hold him in the unrealm of the hunt, long enough for me to complete the rite that will seal him there.
Where can I find the skull? I've already set a reminder for the Outer Worlds 2 direct event that's happening after.
It's hidden, tied to
So
the places where we once worshipped the horned god.
I'm hoping for more
Three
Starfield. We should get a Starfield
shrines,
announcement because they've
as
said they were going to do
old
DLCs
as
every
the
year,
forest itself.
but it'll be like November
But now
probably
they must be
for a
destroyed.
release date.
Each one.
Oh, we're missing a dialogue. Each one is served by a servant of an ancient memory.
Once all three fall, the fourth shrine, hidden and forgotten, will reveal itself. The first trophy waits there. Go, but be warned. The shrines are no longer sacred. They're fouled by hatred.
Who
and
did
the
who
guardians who
who didn't
watch over
update
them
Sherrard?
do not rest. Go, but don't lose your
No, I'm
will.
talking like a Starfield DLC. Did they make a DLC announcement yesterday? I did not see an announcement for a DLC yesterday, and I know I saw my email. Nah, but that's not a DLC though. Yeah, that's not a DLC. They just, yeah, I see the email right now is in my promotions tab. They're just promoting the Watchtower, the Kingath Creations thing in the Creation Store, which is awesome, and I've heard great things about it, but that's not an official, yeah, that's not like an official Starfield DLC. I'm actually waiting for an official Starfield DLC. I don't really, I probably should try out some of those Creation Kit things. I've heard really good things about that one. Alright, which one of these is closest? Let's just go clockwise. Oh, that horse that I never used that I accidentally just whistled. The thing is a waste of space. right, shrine number 1. Alright, I gotta remember the timing on these. No! I got stuck against a tree. They do two in a row. Okay. And 1, and 2, and 3, and fucker. Shit, my wife's phone is going off right now. Alright. That's an ice golem instead. This is Act 3. I'm deep into Act 3 right now. What's up? Yeah, that was your phone. I turned it off. It's charging on the floor. Shit. Alright, fuck this. Run away. I gotta get sneak attacks on these guys. They're doing way too much damage. Taking way too much damage. Taking 20 arrows to take down a single mob. You don't have to wait on my review. I can tell you right now. This game is a great game, but if you want to play it now, you're going to be putting up with some jank. Like like that right there. Like, how did he see me? Like, there's no reason he should have seen me, and I don't want to deal with this right now. Like, there's missing voiceovers. There's the collider issue that I pointed out yesterday. There's no mantling, which I doubt they're ever going to add. So, I mean, if you love these types of games, this is a great game. But if you need polished, refined gameplay, then you need to wait probably 6 months. What's up, Egna? One thing that really frustrates me though is the stealth in this game, because I am like super stealthy, and like these guys can see me through the bush, like bushes and all that stuff doesn't matter. It's just the vegetation is just there for show. Like, it does not matter because they can still see me. And like the arrows miss all the time, like that right there. I had a perfect shot and it still missed him. And now I've wasted like 30 arrows on these fuckers. God damn, I was gonna say, don't I have... I fucking hate... And this is easy mode. The game needs some balance. It needs some work. It definitely needs some work. No, you can definitely finish the game. I haven't found any bugs. Like, honestly, I have not found any. I do not consider missing voice line. Like, to me, a bug is something where it's like, it's broken, right? Like, I can't finish the quest because it's broken. This objective doesn't work because it's broken. I can't pick up this item because it's broken. I can't progress the quest. That's a bug. I don't consider, like, the screen tearing, that's optimization. The missing lines of voice dialogue, not a bug. They gotta fix some stuff. That's because you can still progress the game, you know? So it's not like it's broken. Um, and then like all the optimization visually, and then it still needs a ton of balance. Because I'm on story mode, there is no reason that these mobs, which are regular mobs, there's no reason these mobs should be taking 20 arrows to kill a regular mob if I miss my stealth attack. Like, the collider issues are massive because this guy right here, if I don't get him just right, they get stuck in the colliders of the tents. Ah! Like, I just got stuck in the collider for the fence right there. And now he's chasing me. Like, these are just little indie development things. But, like, these guys are arrow sponges, like, and I'm like, on story mode, I'm sorry, like, 2-3 arrows, they should die. That's a balance issue, which hopefully is something they can fix over time. I did not need to pick up all that shit. I did not mean to pick up all that stuff. Drop. 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 Shit, I need to make a cell run, I think. Honestly, though, I'm just sitting here, like, counting the days until we get to Dune Awakening. That's really all I care about right now. I'm just like, come on, Dune Awakening. Like, I'm having fun with this game. I really am. But, I am ready. Sands of Arrakis await. But the Altars is also out on the... I mean, there's so many good games to play. Like... Alright. One of these fuckers again. Like, this guy takes way more damage to my arrows than those guys were doing, because they were wearing like armor and stuff, but still, like, story mode, you should be able to like pew pew 3 arrows, everything's dead. Unless it's a boss mob, but like normal mobs taking 20 arrows to take down is a little obscene. Alright. I have never played What Remains of Edith Finch. Nope. I vaguely think I've heard of it, but yeah, not something I've played. Something heard me and is chasing me, I think. That would probably be it right there, the fucking bear. I should probably go take care of the bear before I do this totem, because I have to run around in a fight. Ah! I hate bears, man. I think the big thing is, with Dune Awakening, it's the first time with this channel that I've spent a lot of time doing something offline, which I don't like to do because it's not visible, so I can't stream it, and so I don't get paid for it, if that makes sense. I've talked about this before in the past, but I'm finally to the point where I'm going to be able to play it and make progress and not have that progress be wiped. And because I have been playing it now for the past year plus, I actually have like knowledge on a lot of the things that I'm going to be making guides for and everything else, which makes those guides easier to make. It doesn't give me any sort of like head start on anything though, because I don't play games that way. Like, my objective is not to rush to the end game so that I can be the first to make videos and all these things. I just go slow and steady. I do my own thing because, yes, there is such a thing as the cost of opportunity when it comes to YouTube and Twitch. And if you don't have videos out within a certain time window, you lose the opportunity to get the hundreds of thousands of views. But I also work with the knowledge of how the algorithm works long term on YouTube. So, as an example, I'm going to go over here and take a peek at this because I'm pretty sure I want to pull this up just as an anecdote for people who are... Some people are interested in this stuff long term. Hang on a second. There's something I want to show here. Yeah, here we go. Here's a perfect example. I'm going to go show something here. This is a glimpse into the analytics here. So, as an example, this video right here, this is a good video. Best solo class for new players in Star Wars: The Old Republic. 2025 edition. That's the perfect example of a video. And somewhere in here is my Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Cyberpunk 2077. So a better one would be to look at this one. So this video I did, let's go look at the analytics for this video. This video, every single day, this video is in my top performing videos across YouTube. Every single day. It's done 100,000, 102,000 views. It's garnered me almost 800 subscribers. It's made me about $630, right, over time. And this is just from day one, this video consistently produces results. And it published on September 27th of last year? Oh no, we're well beyond a year. We're a year and we're almost 2 years into this video. We're a year, and so this is 2 years, almost 2 years ago, this video. So when you build up a big enough library on YouTube, this is why I don't play the whole be first at something game. It's nice to be first, and you can get big traffic with first videos. But oftentimes those first videos are one and done. So I'm more interested in this right here. This is what I am working on. So my whole objective with YouTube is I'm building up a massive library. So when I get people who are like, "Oh, that last video you did only got 200 views," and it's like 3 days later, I'm like, it doesn't matter what it got in 2 days or 3 days or 1 day. What matters is what does it do over the course of 2 years? And all I do is I just sit here every single day, day in and day out, and I just throw videos into the algorithm. I do guides, I do discussion videos, it doesn't matter. I just fill the library with videos. Because every single one of those videos makes me money. It might be 10 cents, it might be $10, it might be $100. It doesn't matter. It all adds up at the end of the day. So that whole a penny saved is a penny earned, that's my mentality on YouTube. But that's a good example, is this one. And then like I did the there's another one in here, hang on. This one. This is a recent one. This got published in January. So this one's done 50,000 views in like 4 months. I guess we're in June, right? Almost in June, so in 6 months. You know, but considering, and if you look at this one, it was slow and steady, and then all of a sudden, about a month ago, it ramped up, and it's done like 10,000 views in a month. So it was very slow and steady, and then it has had a really nice ramp up in May. So this will probably be another one that does 100 to 150,000 views over time. So I've got another one. The original edition I did of this, matter of fact, I can probably plug it in and see. Best solo class. Yeah, this is the original version that I did in 2023. And this one had a so when it tapered off, when it started tapering off, I was like, I'm going to make a new version of that. And the new version is performing better than the old version did. But this one still gets views. It's just slowed down a lot, and it's not in like the daily. Anyway, that's the point I was making about like with Dune Awakening. I've already got 100 videos in my playlist. And so as I add another 100 videos over the course of the summer, the algorithm detects that I am an expert on that topic, and so it starts recommending my videos. It's already recommending my videos. My Dune Awakening videos are doing pretty good. They're all trending upwards. And as the game goes live, those 100 videos I've already done get pushed even higher in the algorithm. So it was a risk on my part to spend so much time playing something that was offline. But because it's an on, that's the difference. I knew going into it because it's an online live service game, the long-term results of those videos are way more than say if I got access to like Hogwarts Legacy 2 is coming in 6 months and I get early access to that game. That's awesome. People aren't going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy in the same way that they play Dune Awakening. Like Dune Awakening is an online live service game, and Hogwarts Legacy is a single player game that people will play very hard and heavy for a month, and then they move off to other things. No, the pay on long-term videos is different than the pay on short-term videos. Like because virality is a thing. So if you get a video that's going super viral over the course of like 24 to 48, 72 hours or whatever, the pay can be higher on those ones, but only because if it's a hot topic and it's happening during a time period when the advertisers are paying more, you can make more money on those videos, but not necessarily because everything is tied to watch time and completion time. So how long are people watching the video for? How much of that video are they completing? Are they interacting with the video? Are they clicking on things underneath the video in the description text? Are they commenting on the video after they finish watching it? Those are all factors in how much you get paid, not necessarily whether it's a current video or a long-term video. Which is why I say I don't worry about it too much. As long as my bills get met every month, I just wake up and plug away at it, and every day is a new day. Oh shit, he's immune? What is he immune? Oh, he's immune to the burn effect I have on my bow. Shit, I'm stuck in the environment. Okay. What the? What just hit me? That's a swarm. I hate these fuckers. You can't see them. I don't know if they're missing visuals or what's going on, but I can't see the swarms. Man, the vegetation here is killing my performance. I know they added a vegetation slider now. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's a noticeable difference. Hang on, something else is seeing me here. God damn it, these swarms. I wish I could see them, but there's like like they don't have a visual. This is what I would call a bug. A bug against a bug, because these are meant to be a swarm of like some sort of.
I can hear them, but I can't see them. You can even see them on the map. There they go. There's a tiny little fleck of the blacks, but they're missing a lot of the VFX of those bug swarms.
All right. Take the trophy. I will say though, at the end of the day, long term, I am looking forward to being able to have like a place where I can have like, I would love to be in a place that Chris and I could consider our forever home. Because it is, sometimes it's like, I would love to be able to have things that I hang on the wall and collector's editions and stuff, but I'm not willing to do those at the moment because if we end up, which is what we're planning, which is moving somewhere else for the long-term location, I don't want to have a bunch of shit to move because that's a pain in the ass. Like moving, we moved cross country to this place, and that was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, and we didn't have that much to move because we still had, stuff, but we didn't have furniture because we had a fully furnished apartment in the city. So it was just we moved, we were moving all of our kitchen stuff, like electric oven, washing machine, all of our electronics and TVs and computers and clothing, and it was still we still had to get a moving vehicle, a moving company, and Chris went ahead with the moving company while I stayed back and kept working. Um, and then we ended up flying out afterwards with just our laptops and stuff. And it was a nightmare. It cost us a freaking fortune. It was a nightmare working with the moving company because they were just that was just lies and half truths. Like literally, it was a thing where we paid for a small van because we didn't have we needed like a cargo van. So we're like we just need a cargo van. So we rent a cargo van from the company, and they show up the day of the move, and I've got everything scheduled. We've got landlady coming, keys to turn in, all these different things, and they show up the day of the move with a big moving truck with like 10 other people's stuff in the truck, and at the very back of their truck is like 4 feet of space, like 4 feet deep and like 8 feet high or whatever, and they were like, okay, let's load up, and it's like, where the fuck is the van? What van? I'm like, the van I fucking paid for. And it's like I paid you guys a lot of money and to have this private van, and now where's the van? Like I wanted my stuff in its own thing. Because the thing is, if you get one of the big trucks like that, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take your stuff, but they're also gonna take other people's stuff along the way. And you don't know if your place is gonna be the first place on the delivery list. So then if they have to go somewhere and unload somebody else's stuff before your stuff gets offloaded and they unload everybody else's stuff and then put your stuff back. So then it's being moved, your stuff is being handled 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, more chances of damage, chances of your shit getting mixed up with other people's shit. Dude, it was not. And then we were on the phone. Chris is literally crying as she's like yelling at these people on the phone because they're like, well, there's nothing. And she's like, what do you mean there's nothing you can do? Like, we paid you guys. Like, dude, I will never use a moving company ever again after that experience. I was like, I will. The thing is, like, here you can't rent moving vans like you can in many other places. So, like, the ability to, like, go rent my own van and just do it ourselves was what I wanted to do, but no one will rent you a van. Um, they don't have vans that you can rent. So, all right, let me. I'll be right back. I need more coffee. Um, Bought a lot in town and put in a tiny home. Yeah, also, yeah, older houses can be a pain in the ass. I mean, technically, we have a tiny home. It's a very small place. Our place is not big. Yeah, that's the thing where we live, Transit. Moving vans are not a thing here. So in the U.S., as an example, um, you can rent, like, there's a company called U-Haul. So you can go rent these various sized vehicles or trailers and just move everything. And so I had always been able to just do that. So here, not being able to just go rent a van was like, wait, what? I can't rent a van? And so, believe me, I got real creative before we got the moving company. I was looking online. I was like, well, I could rent a Suburban and like fold all the chairs down. And like, I was literally in like online, like checking the dimensions with a tape measure. You know, I had gone and taken a tape measure and measured all of our boxes and everything. And I was online looking at the cargo dimensions of like a Suburban. If I folded all the seats down, can I get all my stuff in a Suburban because this rental company has a Suburban that I can rent? It's like, can I get the washing machine and all this other stuff in there? Like, can I do it that way? And then it was just like, then we're gonna have to make 2 trips. And then it's like, okay, it's not necessarily a cost thing, but the idea of driving, you know, 12 to 14 hours and then I got to drive another 12 to 14 hours back, and then drive another 12 to 14 hours, and then bring the vehicle back, and then fly back. And that was going to be this week-long nightmare of a process. So at the end of the day, I was like, I'll just pay a moving company. In retrospect, I would have much rather have just done the thing where I rent the Suburban, make 2 trips, and move our shit ourselves. It would have been way less stressful. Yes, I would have had to spend a lot of time driving a vehicle, which is not that big of a deal. It would have been way less stress because moving was not. Neither one of us had a good experience with the moving company. They charged us an arm and a leg, and then they didn't deliver what they said they were going to deliver. The one good thing I will say is that the stuff all got here, um, and nothing was broken. So, but yeah, did not get what I paid for.
I've been
yeah, if you're a single person, like you don't need that much space. Even a couple, like we don't have kids, so we don't need that much space. Like if anybody's ever watched our homestead channel, I've done a walkthrough of this home. It's not big. I have this office, which is probably 10 feet wide by 10 feet deep. It's not a very big office. Um, then there's a kitchen. The bathroom is right behind me. There's a corridor. There's another little room, which is supposed to be the dining area, which is like 8 foot by 10 foot. And then there's a living room, which we use as our master bedroom, which is where we have our king size bed. Um, because of liability issues, Sherrard. Because people rent those vehicles and just steal them and never bring them back. So it's a liability issue.
I knew you'd succeed. Fire and bone do not lie. There's no time left, child. The horned god is tearing Gudri's body apart.
Hector
And
says
its
moving companies over
fury
here are generally
fills
okay
the
with everything
air.
from small vans to big
Soon,
trucks.
his
Nice.
essence will break loose and devour everything in its path. I must begin the ritual. But I fear he may be too blinded by rage and pain to see the first trophy as anything more than
Ladder
a
trucks,
bone
says Queen Blueface in
and
Korea.
memory.
Never heard of ladder trucks.
Your path leads to the unrealm of the hunt.
Guarantee this is going to be a
There,
arrow
you'll
sponge
face
fight.
if you can weaken. Oh, child, we both know you're not entirely human. Your second soul will guide you where others lose their way and perish. I understand. He's the chieftain after all. But be wary of his words. If you need to, but remember, you're not going. That's when the trophy will speak. Take care.
But anyway, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm not hugely motivated to even have a bunch of collector's edition stuff in this house because of that reason. It's not just about like the fact that we don't have a storage space for like collectibles. It's just like the idea of needing to move all of those collectibles when we get our next place is just that I don't want to. The less stuff I have to move, the better. Like we've already talked about, like whenever we do that transition, everything that's in this house stays in this house. Like we're not taking anything from this house to that house. So this place will be whatever furnishings are here will stay here, and then we will just furnish the other place completely from scratch. Like that's how much we don't want to have to to move stuff. So, another perfect example, my phone just dinged at me, and I get like 30 to 50 of these a day. Some random game developer sends me a link. Hi, I'm a solo game dev, and I just released a demo of my game. Blah, 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 blah. Please give me coverage. For those of you who are channel members on YouTube who watched the agency video, where I was talking about the agency that reached out and was like, "We can get you free games." And I'm like, "Dude, I get offers for free games every single day. You gotta give me more. Like, what are you really offering?" Like, oh, JK, yeah, for years and this is not Christina's fault. It's the context of before I met Chris and settled down, I was living out of a backpack as a travel photographer, travel writer. So I literally had, and I still have it, it's in storage. I have a 30-liter backpack, a 30-liter travel backpack with a rain protection and everything else, and then a laptop bag with a camera inside of it. So, laptop slash camera bag and a backpack for my shit. That was it. 2 bags. Never check anything at the airport. I'm carry on only every single time. I am I could be out of the apartment in less than 30 minutes. Probably 10 minutes if I was in a hurry, and it was just like, "Oh, I'm off to the next destination. Throw all my shit in the backpack, make sure my gear's stowed, and I'm off into a cab or in a train or on a bus or whatever I need to be, and I'm off to the next destination." That was my for years. And even when Chris and I traveled together, I was always she ended up getting a 35-liter backpack. So it was the both of us. We both had backpacks, and then I would carry the laptop bag and she would carry the camera bag, and that was us. That was how we traveled and did our jobs and traveled full time. And then we always rented fully furnished apartments. So you never needed, we never had stuff. But then we started accumulating stuff in Mexico City because we were no longer traveling. And it's like, well, let's buy a washing machine. Let's buy a big screen TV, and let's buy an electric oven, and let's buy, a hair dryer, and let's buy, a cool lamp, and let's buy coffee mugs, and let's buy and it just shit accumulates, stuff just starts accumulating. I hear you, Transcend. Like it, I never worried about home ownership until I got, and honestly, it was this place. My mentality was always like, it's easier to rent. I can't take it with me when I die. And I was always living in places where the cost to rent a fully furnished apartment was not that expensive. So if I'm spending 500, 600, $700 a month on a fully furnished apartment, I don't have to worry about anything. Everything's on the landlord. Like, if something breaks, the landlord fixes it. It's not my problem. Um, but when this place presented itself, it was at the height of the pandemic, and Chris and I were really tired of being in the city and not being able to go anywhere or do anything. And her mom had offered it to us like 3 or 4 times over the years, and we had never been in a position to buy it. And it was kind of like, if you don't buy it now, I'm going to sell it to someone else. And so it was like, okay, let's buy it because yeah, it's time. Well, it's a short one this morning, Hunter. I'll be gone in about an hour, so enjoy your morning. I gotta go grocery shopping today, but I will be back after that for a longer stream. But I do have to. We're doing a short quickie in the morning, and then we're gonna come back after I finish up grocery shopping and stuff. Go to breakfast with my wife. Have a nice, relaxing morning.
Maybe he can, but so what?
Furnished rentals aren't a thing
Country
there.
won't survive the
They weren't
process
really a
either
thing back in
way.
the U.S. either.
Besides, if you ask
And if
me,
they
it was
were, they charge you
foolish
an
of
arm
my
and a leg.
ancestors to bring that god here. They didn't know what they were doing or what the consequences would be. And now we, their descendants, are the ones left to deal with it. If they'd known what would happen, I'm sure they'd have left him back in the homelands. We need to get rid of that damn thing once and for all. I won't let my people live in fear anymore. Gudry must die, and when he does, the Stagfather will show himself. That's when we'll strike and kill him.
Do you really want to test your strength against a god? Glenna claims that with a Stagfather, this venture will lose its identity.
It's true. We pride ourselves on being the best hunters in the land. And at the root of that pride lies the horned god and the supposed grace he once gave us. But if the old god failed us, we'll find ourselves a new one. At least those who feel the need to can. I'm not worried about the Svein identity. There are so few of us left.
Alright, do you really want to test your strength against
Not
a
on
god?
my own, of course. I need your help. From what I understand, the fight has to take place in 2 realms. And I already know you can walk that unrealm of the hunt, as Glirna calls it. You'll kill the Stagfather in that realm, and my people and I will take care of whatever appears on this side. We need to break free from this curse once and for all. It won't. I won't lie. Your fight will be the toughest. Let me know when you're ready.
Alright, so now we get to go back up the hill to the old lady. JK says furnished rentals here are mostly owned or gone overseas, basically house sitting. Okay. I have a feeling this fight is going to be one long arrow sponge.
I've been waiting for you. Go.
In any case, I would say I know it's a money issue, but I would urge everybody, if you can, find a way to purchase a small plot of land. Even if you don't plan on doing animals with it. Like, the plot of land will always go up in value. Always. So it's an end times investment. And don't know, it depends on the regulations in your area. But a tiny home, generally speaking, tiny homes can be built for or purchased for anywhere from like $5,000 to $15,000 on the low end. Like, there are people who have gotten super creative with things. There's a couple, so I don't know what they would be called in other countries like the UK or the European Union or Australia, but we call them sheds. So like there's these home improvement stores that you can go to in like the US, North America, Canada, Mexico. Like Home Depot is an example, or Lowe's, or a couple of names. But you go there and you can buy these sheds that are like pre-manufactured, and you just assemble them together. And they're not meant to withstand, hurricanes or anything like that. But if you live in a place where the weather is relatively stable, you can buy these pre-manufactured sheds, and I have seen people do this. And then you opt for one of the ones that's as durable as you can afford, and then you put it all together, and then you just figure it out, and you just make it work. You put your bed in the corner, and you get a little portable air conditioner unit. you know, but the problem is always going to be septic, drainage, plumbing, and electric. Those are the big things, and those are tied into the city grid. And there are zoning laws, depending on where you live, for the restrictions on those things and how those things have to be set up. And those rules you have to follow no matter where you live because of it's, you know, it's the government. Like you don't, unless you're gonna buy a piece of land off in the middle of nowhere and live completely off the grid, meaning you're not using city electric, you're not using city sewage, city water, you're off on your own electrical grid with solar power, you've dug your own well, like that's different. No, I never finished Expedition 33, and I won't. Queen Blue Flame. They never patched story mode, and they didn't sound like they were ever going to, so I moved on.
By what right do you tread in my realm, blasphemer?
Oh, do I have to like make a jump here? Oh, he's coming for me now. Don't let him get close. I don't know what he does. Oh, wrong arrows. Wrong arrows. Don't waste your cold arrows on him. How did that miss? Fuck, I'm stuck. Oh, he just regen. That's why he wasn't doing anything. Oh no. Fuck you, of course. Oh no. I'm stuck against something. Oh no. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Run. And I'm on my fire arrows by accident. No! Get out of the way. Man, I tell you what, each one of those guys has a separate cast time. And if you can't see them casting... No, there's no rain of arrows. No, no. So if you can't see... If you can't see who's casting, you have no idea if there's a spell being cast on you. So now I understand why he wasn't doing anything the first 30 minutes of that fight. 30 minutes, whatever. First few minutes of that fight, he was just wandering around taking damage because he was waiting for me to use all my arrows and then be like, ah, fuck you. Well, if he's going to do that, oh, damn it.
Who dare stand?
Now it forced me into an animation sequence. Priestess Glenna sent me. She says I must heal you, restore you what you once were.
She has long been attuned to my call. I watched the world through her eyes. When I answered the summons and the weirdness took hold, our bond was severed. Glirna must have sensed it. That rage I felt, it was not my own. The moment the sacrifice was taken, I knew it had not been done by my will. If Glirna knows how to restore our connection, I accept this path. Then do what must be done.
Um, was it a bug? No. I did not like. I don't like reaction-based games. I suck. And the thing that pissed me off. So here's the thing. I still think Expedition 33 deserves to win Game of the Year. It deserves to be in the category for Game of the Year, even though I didn't finish it. Even though I didn't like the combat, I still think it's worthy of Game of the Year. Absolutely worthy of recommendation. The problem is that they said, here are these multiple difficulty levels, including a specific mode called Story Mode. Now, I don't know about you, but when I play a story mode game, I expect that I'm going to be able to take a boatload of damage and have things not really impact me. And if there's like Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, in that game, the way it worked was if you played on normal difficulty, the pari window was this, and the mobs and your damage was this. If you played on easy difficulty, the pari window was this, and you had a damage bonus. And if you played on story mode, the parry window was like this, and your damage bonus was like this. So it was much easier to block, parry, deflect, roll, dodge, and every time you hit, you did lots of extra damage so that you would kill the mobs in 2 or 3 hits as opposed to 30 hits. That's a story mode. That's how story modes are supposed to work. Story mode in Expedition 33, and I believe even Morticimal Gaming commented on this, didn't feel any different from normal mode. And I got one-shotted on multiple occasions, and I think it was around the third or fourth time that I got one-shotted because I missed a reaction. Then I just said, I'm not playing this game anymore. Like, this is not story mode. Like, it was literally like, here, this mob is going to attack you 8 times in a row, and then he's going to turn around and get another turn before you get a turn, and he's going to do a different attack pattern now, and it's another 6 attacks in a row. And then if you manage to make it through stage 1, guess what? There's a stage 2, and now he does it completely different. And I was like, and it's like you miss one button press. All it takes is you miss one button press, you're instant wipe, instant death, 100%. You could be at full health, your character's dead because you missed a button press. Or my wife walked in, yeah, what's up, honey? Oh, my cat. Oh, my battery died in my controller. Like, so many fucking things that can happen, and I miss a button press, and I've just lost 20 minutes of progress. That is not story mode, and that is not respecting my time as a gamer. So I don't have the patience to play those types of games, which is why I don't play Souls games. I don't play Souls-like games like that. I thought because Expedition 33 had a story mode that it was going to be safe for me to play. Turns out that was not the case. I had a great time with that game. I love the story. I love the art. I love the voiceovers. I love the music. I love the art style. Everything was perfect. I love the turn-based gameplay. But I refuse to play games that one-shot me because I miss a button press. Fuck that. Similarly, though, this game is driving me nuts in some areas because I'm playing on story mode, and we were talking about this earlier during the stream. I'm fighting normal mobs, and they're taking 20 arrows. Like, a normal mob, like a normal enemy, human NPC, should not be taking 20 arrows to take down in story mode. Like, 3-4 arrows max. And then fights like this, these boss fights, I'm shooting 100 arrows. Like, and I have to manually press the button every single time I shoot. And I start, like, we did that big boss fight yesterday where I had to use the two-handed weapon. That boss fight took like 15 minutes of real time. My fingers were tired by the time I was done because it's not just attack. It's also dodge, 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 attack, attack, dodge, dodge, roll, roll, dodge, dodge, block, block, dodge, dodge, move, move, and then your thumbs over here. Like, uh-uh. I'm not I'm not here for that. Like, balance your fucking games. devs. Yes, games like this will make you appreciate a game like Avowed because it's polished. It's AAA. Well, I'm just gonna start shooting fucking fire arrows and ice arrows. I don't care anymore. I'm tired of manually having to change my arrows. Okay. Hang on. Save. Oh, I'm not allowed to save in the middle of this. Oh, this is the part that sucks ass. I just got a something achievement for something. I don't know what I got an achievement. Fuck. Get fucking run. This is the part that I fucking hate because these guys are casting, multiple enemies are casting at me, and I can't see. No, get out of the way. One down. Can't see. Run. Fuck, he's getting immune to fire damage. Nope. Oh, Jesus. I lost sight of him. God damn it.
Who dares? Clear now when I am that rhythm if it.
It would be different if I had like an auto shoot where I could just hold the button and shoot. The fact that I have to do this every single time is... This fight's starting to piss me off. Getting stuck on the environment because I'm in this fucking place with these shitty colliders. Oh, god damn it! No, let's try to get this dog out first. Oh man! God damn it! I'm getting pissed, guys. I'm getting stuck in these fucking colliders. Because every one of these goddamn trees has a box collider on it instead of a fucking wrap. Because of shitty indie game dev. Move, 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 move. Nope, wrong target, wrong target. No, 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 no. Move, 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 move. Okay. Who's left? Fuck you. Where is that motherfucking ice golem at? God, where is he? He's hiding behind that fucking... This ice golem won't leave me the fuck alone. Jesus. This is the fucker I want. Alright, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. And the fact that I can't manually save... No, 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 no. No! It's really pissing me off.
It shall be sacred law to summon me.
I don't have magic.
In the
I
light
can't
of
switch to
day.
magic.
If any follower dares to call upon me by night, my wrath shall fall upon them. To you, mortal, I grant mercy. Go now and carry my decree.
So, another really good example of a quality of life feature that they need to add to this game is the ability to switch types of arrows on the fly. So if you guys remember how Dragon Age the Veilguard did it, where you could just hold a button and like you would get a menu where you could switch your arrow types. In this game, if I run out of arrows, it's going to automatically put me onto another arrow type. And if I want to do anything, I have to go through multiple steps. I have to go open the menu, go to the inventory, go down, go to my arrows, manually move the arrows, switch to the arrows, equip the arrows, back out of the menu, back out of the menu, back into the fight. That's like 10 button presses for me to switch a fucking arrow. That is the difference between a polished AAA experience like what Avowed brings to the table or Dragon Age the Veilguard and this, which is an indie game, fun game, but with some annoyingly stupid quality of life lack of progression type shit. Like, I'm having a great time with this game overall, but that boss fight pissed me off. I'm legitimately not like, I'm glad it's over. Like, that legitimately pissed me off. Like, because you can't switch arrow types mid fight. Like, you're constantly fighting to like all those button presses to just switch an arrow? Come on. Anyway, I don't have magic, so I'm bow only with this character. I am a stealth archer.
The Stag Father has returned to his true form. I felt our bond rekindle. His power restored to its original untainted essence. Thank you for understanding. You've restored our identity.
You don't want to see me play racing games, kids. The Stagfather forbids you from summoning him during a weird night.
Yes, I hear his call within my
I
soul.
yell at the screen in
His
racing
will
games.
is
Like
our law.
I
His wrath will fall upon those who dare
My
summon
wife,
him by night.
Chris was laughing so
And
hard when I
he
used to
will
play,
hunt them
I
by
think it was
day. For by
Gran
night
Turismo, the most
he
recent one
shall
from a few
not
years ago, and I was
answer.
playing it on the PS4, and I would yell at the screen to play in the online competitive racing. Like, I thought you played video games for fun. You're sounding like you're really stressed out.
That is Barlam's will and decision. My calling. That is. We will. We the walk.
All right,
Follow.
back out and go talk to the boss man of the tribe and see if he'll attend the moot. There were so many things in that fight that are like issues with this game that were coming to a head. One is the constant getting stuck in the environment because the colliders suck. The other is not being able to switch arrows on the fly because you have to do all these button menu pressing to get in. The other is the fact that there's no on-screen indicator that like telling you like there's an attack coming from over here, so you have no idea who's casting or where the attack's coming from. And with 3 different mobs that are attacking you from 3 different directions and they're all casting things at different times makes that a really rough fight. But the big thing is like the lack of ability to like getting stuck in the environment is never like that should not be happening. Like you should make your game good enough that you never get stuck in the environment. Like if your colliders are causing and your nav meshes suck so bad that players are getting stuck on objects when they're trying to eat around the battlefield, you need to fix that shit. I made that same complaint with Monster Hunter Wilds. When I was playing Monster Hunter Wilds and I did that one fight, it was the fight that made me rage quit the game. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm not going to play. Like the menus were already pissing me off. But then it was like, I am not going to play a game where I'm getting stuck in the nav mesh when I'm trying to duck and dodge and tumble around the room to avoid getting shot by the NPC. I gotta go find the boss. He's over here. The mayor.
You didn't kill him? Then how do you know he won't still be a threat? Bloody Glern has filled your head with all that talk. No spine without the Stagfather. Truth is, the tribe.
He's
no
not
one
gonna come to the
knows
moot.
if he won't break free one day and risk the Stagfather. If that's going to happen, I won't tell Gerfan I've got more pressing. We'll rebuild the.
I should have chose the other option.
Farewell.
Well, that sucks. I didn't think it would matter, but apparently it did. It's called the middle finger. Results may vary. You could rage quit a game, but you can't rage quit people.
Yes? Ah, that cursed Stagfather of theirs. Even weakened, they would have been an important ally in the war to come. A war that might never happen if we fail to gather enough strength. Well then, if they prefer to worship a god who slaughters his own followers for amusement, who am I to judge? If that's truly their decision, perhaps it's better they don't join us.
Alright.
Go now, my king, and reclaim your crown. All the tribes can do now is patiently wait for your return.
Pretty sure I need to go craft arrows before we go to this dungeon because I'm running dangerously low. I never have found like a better bow, like, so I don't know if I'm like way under damaging mobs at this point too. Maybe that's why I'm doing so little damage against mobs, but I haven't found any better, like even the bows that have been dropping have not been better than what I have. And I got this bow off of like a boss mob like 5 or 6 levels ago. The one thing I need is some more wood, so I can get some free wood over here. I still never have found any trees to cut down in this game,
What a nice day.
nor any other place in the whole game to get wood other than this location right here. I mean, you can buy it, but I haven't found any harvesting places other than right here. How many campfires have I left running around the world?
Hope nothing bad happens today.
Yeah, because that bow is not that much better than the one I have, and I can't really make it. Alright, let's make... I can make a bunch of those just so that I have backup arrows, just in case. But I can make titanium, which are plus 15. Meteorite are plus 10. How many of these can I make? Fuck it. Let's make them all. Alright. I should have plenty of arrows now. The Forlong Sword? I don't remember what that was. Alright, I should have plenty of arrows now to go into this dungeon. We'll start off with the 60 wooden arrows. I should also sell to him while I'm here. Oh, the Forlorn Swords map? I mean, I'm still on that map. That's literally the map we've been working on for like the last, I think, 3 streams. But I think we're done. Like, we're done. Like, I'm able to go into the dungeon. Like, that's the point I'm at right now, is that I just finished the last trial. And I am now allowed to go into the dungeon. Oh, I never noticed that. Yeah, but it also decreases my healing. Oh, one more thing before I go into the dungeon. I should go see if I can upgrade any of my gear. I bet I can't because I just burned up all of those resources to make arrows. I didn't even think about that.
Just another peaceful moment.
I'm gonna back out and reload. I should have upgraded before I made the arrows. That was at, yeah, this will be it. I didn't even think about upgrading my gear. I should upgrade my bow as much as I can before I make arrows because it uses the same resources. Bum ba ba dum bum 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 bum. Yes, okay, we're good.
Ah, what a nice day.
Upgrade. Alright, I got 2 upgrades out of it. Better than nothing. 51 to 62. Oops. No. 79 to 89. Oh, I can't upgrade that. Alright. Now I can make arrows. Let's just make iron arrows. Now I'm in a much better place. Okay. Now I'll hit the stash box. So I got 2 upgrades for the bow, so I've made the bow as powerful as I could make it. I still need to sell before I forget. I can stash all my... Nope! Where did that consumable go? Quick save. I guess we're going up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's that dude who's been chasing me around forever. At the night. In the night. Whatever. Let me see here. What arrows do I need? Let's start with the wood, just in case. I can actually damage him here, though. Not sure what's up with this. Ah! Whoa, that was a single-digit frames. Holy butt. Holy single frame rates, Batman. You know what, that castle we were in the other day that was all the ghosts? I'm guaranteeing it was the VFX on those ghosts that was causing the frame drops, because... Oh my god, as soon as he jumps up in my face, it does, like, his VFX is causing single frames. That definitely was like the guy that's been chasing me around at nighttime, but what's up with these creepy eyeball statues as well, man? Yeah, look at that. As soon as I look at his body, it's like single-digit frames. Ugh. Get away from that. There's a VFX issue with that for sure. This place looks awesome. Oh no, there's another one down there. I'll tell you what. It's 6:28. My alarm is going to go off in 2 minutes. So I'm going to cut it off here before I get too deep into this place. Because I got to go to the supermarket. Let's kill this guy really quick, though. If I can. Flesh tree. At least it's not a flashlight. I don't want to do a flesh tree, though. I don't want to know what the druids do with the flesh tree. Guess what happens at nighttime in the druid ring stays in the nighttime at the druid ring. Oh, he got me. Yeah, now his stronger brother comes for you. Pretty much. Alright, kids, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and go have a sit-down breakfast with my wife. I should be back in about 2.5 is the plan. Like 2.5 hours, I should be back. And we will continue onwards with the Tainted Grail adventures on this beautiful Saturday morning. Yep, there's the alarm.